FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Yes, we do need an exit plan for Iraq, but the question, what is it? In other words, a lot of my Democratic colleagues in the Senate, including Senator Obama, kind of gave up on Iraq. And when things were going tough, 2005, 2006, and you know, John and I and others felt very strongly that the constant, again, no matter what you felt about whether it was right to go in, that the consequences of losing Iraq, the central, historic center of the Arab world, to al-Qaeda and Iran, essentially, and probably bringing about civil war, if not genocide, was so severe that we had to try everything we could to avoid it. And thank God, through the surge, in all the economic policies that I've talked about, and the fascinating kind of spontaneous, but encouraged by everything else, growth of political leadership, national political leadership in Iraq. So the goal has always been to leave, but not to leave on a politically mandated timetable from Washington, but to leave, I guess, under two circumstances. One, if you felt there was nothing we could do to achieve nothing more we could do to achieve our goals in Iraq, which were to help them be a self-sufficient, self-governing country. Thank God we haven't come to that point. But the second is, when do we achieve those goals? And you know, there's a story that's not much told, but the 30,000 plus troops that were sent beginning in early 2007 to Iraq as part of the surge are home, and they are not being replaced. And General Petraeus or General Odierno will make a recommendation for further troop withdrawal. John has said, you know, they really took that 100-year comment, which was part of a classic McCain back and forth at a town hall meeting. One of the things I love about John, people get up and ask him a confrontational question at a town hall meeting. He answers it, and then he says, "Do you want to respond?" And of course, this guy responded, and they got into a little bit of a back and forth. But the sooner we're out, the better. Looks like the Iraqis and our government have agreed that 2011 is a reasonable goal, not a forced timetable, to be out of there with all of our combat troops, certainly. And but it's important to add the caveat, as Petraeus always said, we've made extraordinary progress. Anbar was just turned over, the whole province, to the Iraqis. I mean, that was, McCain and I went there in December of 2006, and he was not happy that the Marines wouldn't let us go to Ramadi, which is the central city, and they wouldn't let us go because it was not safe. Now, that's also Al-Qaeda was in control. So that's my answer. You know, I